today. At any rate, Danube is, for me, the highlight is not going to be necessarily the Munster Cathedral or anything. It's going to see the Danube River, or the Danube River. Question to see if anybody knows this. Do you know who wrote one of the most beautiful waltzes that I think has ever been written, the Blue Danube?
Strauss.
Was war seine erste Name? What was his first name?
Johann Sebastian.
Yeah. How does the melody go? Alright, that's enough of that. We don't want to ruin the trip off right off the bat. But you do know the melody, which is good. Yeah. Did you offer to sing it for us, Jim? Oh.
You can play it for us.
Yeah. When we go to Stuttgart Museum, to the Heimatland Museum on Thursday or Friday, whatever day it is, you'll be able to possibly buy a book that I have, and you can ask me about it and I can show it to you. It's called The Faithful Danube Journey, or The Faithful Danube Journey.
Thank you.
It pretty much tells us the story from when they left in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and those that journeyed down the Danube and went through Hungary and ended up in Odessa, and from there they took their oxen or horse or whatever and went up to our villages. Yesterday we were talking about the fact that some of them were pietists, including on my mother's side, the Dobler family, or Chiliist, and they were very conservative in their beliefs as Christians. And so some of those folks didn't travel down the Donau or Danube River. They went north and up through Prussia and then came down south in about 1814. And one of the reasons that they did that, or the primary reason that they did that, was they believed the second coming of Christ was about to take place. And they wanted to get closer to Mount Zion. And so they were told that if they went to this area of the world, that this would be the place that would be best for them to perhaps have that experience of being raptured or whatever. So there was two different ways that they journeyed over to the Russian homeland. One was north up through Prussia, and the other one was south on the Donau River. So if you want that book, I think you can probably buy it. I don't know for sure when we go to the Heimatland Museum. The Danube is often called a blossoming Danube. You won't see it, I don't think, this time of the year, but they have what's called floating buttercups. If anybody sees a floating buttercup, let me know, because that's one of the things that they're supposedly known for. It's a town of 120,000 people approximately, found in the year 850, and it is also known as a free city, which means that it was not a part of Baden-Württemberg. It had its own independent source of governing. As Vi had shared with you, it's the tallest steeple in the world. We're not going to climb it, but we're certainly going to look at it. And it is also the birthplace of Einstein. So if you feel extra smart while you're in the city of Ulm, you can probably attribute it to him. James Bond. Anybody remember what the gun was that James Bond used to carry?
Well, also P-37.
Was it a P-37?
Yeah.
I thought it was a PPK. Well, at any rate, it doesn't matter. Yeah. The Walter PPK, or the P-37, is made in Ulm. So if any of you guys feel like you want to play James Bond, all we got to do is we got to find the museum, or not the museum, but the manufacturing place for the Walter sidearm. The Rathaus has a astronomical clock, which is a unique thing to see. It was built in 1520. Are we going to Rathaus?
I'm sure it'll be on the city tour.
Okay.
And everything.
Watch the clock. I've seen these astronomical clocks. They're phenomenal how they work. Unbelievable. So you're going to see that. And let's see what else. And Danube, the Danube also has a particular a school of painting that has become famous, the Danube School of Painting. So if you're looking for a souvenir in this town, it's going to be a little difficult to buy an Ulmer Schachtel, although you might be able to buy a cup. I have a cup at home that has a picture of an Ulmer Schachtel on it, which would have been how the boat would have looked that our ancestors would have ridden on. And you may find something of that nature there that would be, you know, historic and significant. But otherwise, the Danube area, the School of Painting is well known. And so if you want to buy a little painting or something to take home, that's also a significant souvenir. Anybody have any questions? If not, enjoy your journey. This is the journey your ancestors took some 200 years ago.